I've been staring at a blank script for 3 hours at this point. I don't really know how to talk with this anime. This one anime that broke me. Have you ever sat in your room at 4 a.m. in the morning, just staring at your computer screen, with a sense of loneliness, grief, and a feeling like you can't even process all the emotions going through your body? That was kind of what I felt when I finished watching Clannad back when I was in college. I went into this show thinking it would just be another slice of life. Something light, something easy. And I was completely wrong. The show wasn't just sad, it stayed with me. It made me reflect on my own life, my family, my friends, and all my relationships. And it just made me realize how fragile all of that was, how fragile life is. And I'm eternally grateful to the show for doing that. Clannad isn't really an anime about school. It's more so about the transition from school life to adulthood. Going from a world where your biggest problem is just getting a grade and doing well in a class to a world where your choices matter. It has consequences. And the world where people depend on you. And you know what the scary part is? I'm not even at that stage of my life yet. I still don't have a wife, a family, or kids. And yet, the way the show portrays the sense of responsibility, this type of responsibility that you kind of have to accept and learn how to deal with as you grow up and transition from this naive kid in high school to now facing the world and all it has to offer, the fears, the risks, the challenges in adulthood. It kind of just like destroyed me. It made me realize just how scary that transition could be, especially while looking at it through the lens of someone like Tomoyo. Adulthood isn't this magical thing we reach as we grow up. It's kind of like something we have to give up certain things for, such as our innocence, our need and ability to depend on others. In adulthood, you kind of have to take a lot more responsibility yourself and navigate the world on your own. And that is a very scary thing to do. Season 1 of Clannad builds up your attachment and it makes you attached to all these characters. And then Season 2, it just tears it all apart. Nagisa's death hurt. But what really shattered me and broke me while watching Clannad was definitely the death of Ushio. Ushio's death broke something in me, and it's the reason why I can't ever forget this anime. It's very special to me. She's innocent. She doesn't really understand what's happening. She doesn't understand why she's alone. And that's what makes it worse. It's that we finally start thinking things will finally be okay. Tomoyo's reunited with the daughter. He's patching up their relationship. And you think just maybe things will get better and they'll have a happy ending together. And then she dies. She dies. But you know what really got me? It wasn't just Ushio's death. It was what followed.
It was Tomoya.
But like, what I truly believe broke me more than seeing Nagisa's death, Ishio's death, was the moments that came after shortly following Ishio's death. Like, the moment Tomoya basically breaks down there in the snow and he's holding Ushio in his arms. He's just like praying to Nagisa and he says, Nagisa, please, please save your daughter. He's praying to Nagisa, a god, like some power in the universe to save his daughter. And that the voice acting, just everything about that moment, the way he says Ushio in that moment and the way he says those words, it just really, really, really makes me sad and makes me like want to break out in tears again. That was such a good climax. Like, I can't get over it. I really can't. And keep in mind, guys, I finished this show at 4 a.m. in the morning, following finals, like my last final in college. And this was senior year in college, by the way. Not that that really matters. But once I did finish the show, I kind of just like sat there in my room at 4 a.m. in the morning, staring into the abyss. I didn't even look at my computer screen. I just kind of like looked at it for a little bit, just closed it, just stared at my blank wall. And for a good, I don't even know how long, I was just staring at the wall. And I just started to realize something. Started to realize the weight of the show, like the impact it kind of had on me. I realized this anime wasn't just meant to be sad. It's like meant to serve as like a life lesson. It reminds you that all these things we kind of take for granted in our life, our time, our relationships, our family, our friends, everything could vanish just like that. Everything could be gone. Nothing's ever really permanent. And that wasn't a reality I wanted to accept, and one that I thought I'd learn from an anime. Like, guys, it's an anime. How would you expect an anime to teach you that? But this one did. This one did. And so I literally had to step out of my room and just go walking outside of my room. Like I did. I was like 4 a.m. in the morning. The apartment's completely safe, by the way, but I had to go walk outside and just like walk around the apartment, just reflecting on the show. And that's it's just so profound, guys. It has such a profound impact on me. And I'm well aware that even after I make this video, that not a lot of people are gonna give Clannad a chance. As sad as that's to say. They'll probably think it's slow, it's a romance anime, it's a slice of life, and just ignore it entirely. And to be fair, I was on that same boat at one point also. The first time I tried to watch Clannad, I thought it was boring, and I couldn't get past episode 4. But that day, after my finals, I decided to give it a chance for whatever reason. And it genuinely did it changed my life. The show talks about life and the lessons you can learn from it. And if you stick with it, it'll hit you in a way that you never felt before. And for those of you who haven't watched it, I would just honestly recommend just giving it a chance. Just once. Just do it once. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't force any one of you to go through that trauma again. Because every time I rewatch that show, it always makes me cry. Thank you guys.